Yama Obibia Akwaba na yemfa Obra Mega TV and platform we eso. Abujan for Nana Obiri Boahen a former Deputy General Secretary Edema MPP Amanyoko no oye historian osanso emranim ni kese pa. Urawe are reacted to the reduction of cocoa price. Ayendra KCL ato forcing our Ghana for to some for that is your finance minister Obekai. That was and some de wura no wakabi na no Obiri Boahen wache na adwen dey na yinim de ekoso nti we enim sem media madiki aka se e was NDC for admit the cocoa price no enye akofo na enye but ni na mu no MPP for enamudi free baby ebeduru ha ebedi sa nkomo no but yenko na enkotie na no Obiri Boahen embra ekoba de akabi de beto so meso so document betum na wa like na wa share this particular video na foforo enye bia hwe ekoba beto so
na no Obiri Boahen ma che
ba ko bra me so
na boko de
nana ba na want to say
adumo nana adumara kwa na we de chew 1 minute pe binu sia say dia na manage analysis aya wo ya about football na who carry say
oh he's a lucky coach. He's good. Okay, Oyasi ayawo no ebibia ya adwuma wo lack so ya adwuma na woni sa
oh sure
lack so ya adwuma it and he has been very good. Look at his achievements, records away. And the way ultima players want to be spacey out. You know, want to be spacey out. I'm already noticing that no man will spacey out, no market can boom. But when they see some mobile, if Bruno Fernandes started into the next shot to be at, there'll be a player over there. So they are doing well. So let me say we are saying do baby or sabra you didn't kwatibia play and he's doing well. That man could be anti ya tiri so bobo but ya tiri so coach. But you know you have been very splendid. You like Abasa in Kadeya omofa you know no handle. That's
yeah.
Omo boka bebre kototo omo nyina no the place be was Samanya say call
city
what ya there the local city so the why there akwa ni pa wow okay Eric is doing well I mean like hand flick the one hand flick other Barcelona no o say na exactly not on time to chan kran no
at all.
And I know them can keep off and not paying for but you know his departure and no opportunity. I say Frankie Dion, Omo, Nibasi, Lami, Yaman, any opportunity I say there. Omo Eflezo, Omo Sopa. So sometimes Abraham says, oh, but you are over and I won't need that. Then I do all I know when you need that. But it's so I know Jana would hear. But maybe so I know Jana to hear. So I mean that is like sometimes can therefore be better now store. Nyama nkoso. So bar nyama because I mean life is not ABCD. Life is not as simple as that. A whole lot of nyama our life.
All right. And I bet that's it. We are just a bit of sports this morning from Nana Obiri Boahen. And I pay young command that proswa ye about cocoa. Ebo for fraba ediaba cocoa for antintumu nemom or matin teso. Na komo you say?
I don't think from the 1960s to today, from 6 March 57, obviously, so cocoa young to namum yapiso. Every and some to be educated. Every and be that. When you are making can be breathing, you can't bad. If Ebia at your phone be technically. But you know, mind boggling say, cocoa no one to no one more born in what can I tell you? Now, I can't hear him say, oh, sir, cocoa issue yama. I can be said, Sagana catch a phone about food. Now, couple quality buffer said, or the nipple in Abaco, Mamma, bidding the Abaca said, a pebble saying, Jabua. Oh, what you have been analyzed somewhere, and he says, into any man papa used to cut your school fees.
Okay, FM. Okay.
No, because some are so political, sir. Or NDC or NDC, or MPP or MPP. Oh, Kakla, and can't send be. Coco, what is that? Maybe 20 improve that was 1930s or so. No? And now, I could from the Casaban from Mambo. Na bonisa that was practice your friend improve pencil ebe see sada aban no anu ma bo na nyina ho aban na ntum aban so ateso na bi ma access o le atasi non because so we want to be more possible this borderless Africa must unite one Africa no say I go for another Guinea too. No, because I some by press conference here on me. Crowd baby said, and I have a forensic auditing for the party. Go and send this song to the marriage. No civilized society will be banned from 7 January 2025. At the time now, you are telling me, sir, you are pointing out a body to undertake forensic auditing. Go and send this song to the Marines. Go and send this song to the Marines. Because I did one. As a man from here, my son, your parents from the book. You come up like a certain young question. How do you be in government from 7th January 2025 to the next? I think the 9/11 for 12 February. You are telling us you are going to do forensic auditing of Cocoa Board accounts. Go and send this song to the Marines. Because one be Ghana for the years. Who can you put on her? A word of Concord can be anchored. Because all these are why didn't you audit Cocoa Board? What this is Abraham. Why not the cell phone for my answer questions to be or any sector? You will catch up with a model at the bottom one. That problem we have a forensic auditing. Sabi Kafla Semusanka. You know, someone, because you are past 16 years. It doesn't say they will past 8 years. The cabinet decision, when you sat in cabinet, no more on the decision. I can't remember creating showcase, a record 8, when I call the system, no secretary and social pencil. Because Ghana for Jimmy, you have to cancel Nubia, you have to G4B, against a 4B, we go on TV and from stations to defend this indefensible.
No, Pedia, once I'm not with you.
Yeah, because you see,
what choice of words and
okay, married Bobby, and then I've watched TV3, then I monitored Joy also. Now, no, Nippon man on TV3, no. It looks like, sir. About to born yet, Canada fast yet, but the blessing in every people for so. And the Nippon man I want to about who could have said, why do we apportion blame on MPP for or more handy over 7 January 2025? Who Nippon man who could have now going forward? I think the MP for one of the couples in Libya. Oh, and yes, Abano or the same problem once and for all because on the local processing also. And then TV3, I monitored it. Why do you come up with cocoa processing factory? Cocoa processing company factory in the 60s. So they processing cocoa. It is the same MP in the Budia. Yamonka can so all question about Ghana. It's just a small family. As you are talking now, cocoa processing company, the cocoa was kept the brain. Somebody also was talking about PBC. PBC for Bano, Nana Akufo-Addo na starting my PBC Tintina and also. Because before Nana Akufo-Addo, I was handling not less than 10 cases against PBC, next Obiri Boahen. 10 cases on behalf of Ghana Cooperative against PBC. And I know the financial position of PBC and Nana Akufo-Addo. Now, coming back to prices and inflation now, you can. Now we are talking about another stable. In any enlightened society, with visionary leaders and forward-looking leaders, and the government will go for a bailout. Maybe this year they will bailout. But we are being specific to say next year the price, you better don't know. Now what the cocoa claiming cocoa of 100 bucks? We want to a car. Or certain a carbon. Will a second hop 100 bucks, 50 bucks, 40 bucks, 200 bucks. After that's what I could call my access. Does it make sense? What's in the West in our house? Because the West in the house. Because for far too long we've treated families. For far too long we've looked down upon families. For far too long we've treated families as the flotsam and the jetsam of the Ghanaian society. The flotsam and the jetsam of the Ghanaian society. Certain way you see it, or making the cocoa board workers and classes, you have to look at Yasso. For far too long, sometimes both the MPP or the NDC, treatment on the work of work and yet, MPP time, Namika said, no one will become cocoa, no crazy, and then Obama are going to take crampa, and then I'll be preso, but the person not to cocoa bonuso. I'm not from here. Now, quite you go quite you. And then one mom call out for don't work your for a few episode the perfume, you son is sick. But in a break, Kumasi, I do. But in a break, for. Now, what is it? My bracket, the letter for that. What is it for naked letter for that? What is happening? MPs, Attorney General's office, judges, and magistrates. What is it to a market for that? I don't know for the year. Meanwhile, the very weak in our quotation, the very weak in our cocoa board, cast more than 100. And that's the cocoa board you or qua. I know the former channel now, brand here, Robert. Sorry, I only cocoa pharmacy scan. Robert is a shaman. And in the West in our house, because many were cocoa for Bonzania, no cocoa for return and answer. When the woman in a cocoa for my dog cocoa that, my dog cocoa that, my two cocoa that, my new friend that, my two I forget my baby that. My young cocoa, get go, in your cocoa scholarship, medical secondary school those days. If you cocoa, the young man in future, my two cocoa, my new cocoa, my second cocoa, my cocoa that, my new cocoa, aho, the baho, extra boom, with the beer to that. Cocoa sabagre, and canaka, maybe million of that. I feel for cocoa farmers. If it was my house, I owe nobody an apology. Whether MPP or NDC, I owe nobody an apology.
But Nane, listening to Dr. Keja Lato-Forsen, the finance minister, talking in the stead of the government, and Yama, or the Yeninaso, Abani the Yeninaso for this reduction, you know. And are they not tangible and are they not real? Looking at last year, Baya, Nanya Mayeno, or Tomb.
Look, once again, African intellectuals, African politicians, they treat Africans and tell us about because we are four. Before I tried to film about 20 years before now, we are four. No wonder if you read the slave trade now, which will say before the before Cotton or before my four. What? What your campaign? No, I mean, I can't say a ban is the for a price from plan. I know one. Two. I know I'm not a share the 1 ton 6,000. I know I'm not able to so take a dollar made in tea. I'm up to one got a man on the petrol about from you. Only dollar made in tea. I'm up to the born. Estimate in a petrol. It's been cast on it. I know one. And then I'm got the economy was more than so the economy was more than the as they are saying there. And you make me not bail out to the video my father. Let's use commonsensical approach. Commonsensical approach to say Sadia. Moi, modi koko na beja yana ya to na de beti amukano. Ya de beti amukababa no. Na moi ebia every September ekono. I don't know about new price. This is a commonsensical approach. Then you have human beings behaving like human beings, ruling over human beings. You have human beings behaving like human beings, ruling over human beings. Like you said in the case of wrestling hash. A very hash. Because no, what do you mean? That was now two back and now 2 million. One got to cash not more than 100. Cash 100 non twenty, all the cash in the toy. One the cash and I pour and I mango not the toy. So why do we treat farmers like that? What do you give this explanation? Say. Cocoa Bob workers than two market. I mean, it's really boggling. It's really boggling. People have looked down upon Africans. People have treated farmers. Said yeah. No one not like it for the same network. I'm a TV3, but I'm not my own question. And some now can come. I got one on your Biamosu. And then I got a class for the rubber for Motisa. Then I class for the rubber for, and then I want to say, same people, same issue, the prayer of different body for. The prayer of different body for. And you know, to go as a man, young couple up here the breaker. Not only and this, and people for so on, I mean, the breaker. Because ultimately, and this for you, and you shall have I mean, I shall have and they love. Then somebody was talking about, I think, Kekos and Pino, Albert TV3, I say, when I got crab bottle being so my crab bottle, maybe I brought you, no hard dinner. What buy from 7th January 2025 from up to March 2025, and I'm on by them to then the cocoa board the car, a render the Asamoka, na cocoa board, cocoa rose, and to buy them, and I'm on by them what you. Let's go and send this sound to the Marines. When Yabby, when we have cocoa day, a summer day, not US. And he had his PRO to tell us, Ranjalu or Abi Umkra, and Yama Ofuma in Tosin. Could you believe that as a young people time? And a cocoa boss you, and a woman cocoa day. And then call what a butcher. And can occupy Ghana and where Ghana is 7 months now. And a boss on Governor WhatsApp. I certainly could do can somebody on the Ghana. Certainly could do, so yeah, no one will a summer's day. And a cocoa board, see you, a butcher. Franklin could do this, Tabimantine, or make a catch government way, run the other Sunday not to make you. Seven, contact them to your bedroom part. I'm not like I didn't know. I don't know, Muhammad Young, yes, because I feel this talent to President Muhammad said. I get him, but the Muhammad to me ain't sacred and the other from Cocoa Board. He cannot, Muhammad cannot, and he dare not. No, that's the Cocoa family, not US or so your balloting. Cocoa boss you, a cabin papa, a good leader, a visionary leader, and Cobaban was silent. But that is where we find ourselves. Whether Ghana, Togo, Nigeria, the same story. Reckless, irresponsible leaders holding responsible positions in Africa. Reckless, visionless, irresponsible leaders holding responsible positions in Africa. And Africa, and they call meeting na koka say Uganda bana omoto ye no and yet you it took the EU anyway man can yes bra say when you maybe so from the 1957 Africa must unite United Africa you about that in Africa for you say Gaddafi better Western world better Kwame Nkrumah better CIA we say better CIA I won't be surprised if Cocoa you could the world price now. African intellectuals have been like the question Pratt and the rest on the CIA in the years. I think you're going to say your vanity. Nobody apology. And once I said take your phone to the not papa, whether in MP20, but I could be focused there. Surprise me of a price on me. And I think first I know I'm not 777. Oh, Germany, I'm a bang when you what is that Kopoku Kasa? And yet these people want to rule the country Ghana. Mufari Kopokumra, Mufato Force. And then I Ghana for your brother, your baby Majuma, your baby wing, a question. And I don't know, and I don't know, and I need a question. Okay, you come in, something done an intin Amako Konya Sosia, and you done an intin water bill, and then the 50 to Montreal.
And I feel Uncle Abenti, in the coming days, no. You would the most Konya by response to the but so far reaction is free.
About responsible on the other. The summer more position of Mukana, and I won't blame the farmers. Oh, I never attempted to fancy your you don't blame the farmer. Why? Nicola said you, many that class in Nicola, be the catch themselves. Sir, Utomana, Coco, never met one. Not one young cacra. But the ordinary farmer said the Kafra too. Sabu, Mr. American. No, not dependent on me, Coco. No big catch answer. Obviously, although vote from NBC, you know. And then you can not answer, Yamin Yamuka, Yamin Yamuka. But they were misled by visionless African politicians. I don't know the especially south of the Sahara. South of the Sahara. So whether it is Guinea, whether it's Senegal, going back up to be an Namibia, sabi. What you go for being now, you go to Uganda, Museveni way, or the president. For Cameroon, for Biya. In Nigeria, a court in the US asked others, but he's the president of Nigeria. Okay, sir, I'm just saying Europe or America, and continue to the records of the president. I live for Africa. I live for Africa. Now, what my question is Ethiopia. What my question they are going to discuss about reparation. Reparation. My foot. Go the Sika Muria. Africa. What is the South African problem? And now, I'm going to go. Sudan is the regional capital. Goso is the regional capital. Tatima is the regional capital. If you are visionary leaders, both MPP and this year, and can sing another dual carriage. I could do Goso. Not sing another dual carriage. After I could do the same. Tatima. Not Tatima suffer dual carriage, I see Kumasi. Like a natural performance. Any river went to be or the MP, in the DC, in the regional minister, in the minister of state, in the railway. Any river Winkle, Africa now being south of the Sahara. Not for Claudia, and I'll Claudia.
Yeah, but that's an opinion.
I must say about it. You know, what I'm working on has I hatch because, like I say, I hatch.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what we bring south of the Sahara and when my cocoa go out there, you come to tell us, and then I'm going to buy it, not all sex. I don't think I'm going to for trouble. Solve the problem.
All right. Yane Nana Obiri Boahen.
Right, abusuafo ensem no na yakọ akwakoti ediaba no nti enye ize sese kokwakuafo asem no de eheme ya manka na meboa and oye hu hwenye yi but anyway eguso ehwedi bisi Mustafa Bwandi aye Deputy General Secretary Edema NDC Amanyuku no Osanso aye Director of Operations at Jubri House. A Deputy Director of Operations at Jubri House na owura no akasa odi nsem bi atodwa efa MPP Amanyuku no ehu ene omo flag bearer omo koyi no said ya na omo bompaye omo di omo yefunu tu ho no ma na omo bompaye wo Pastor Elvis na so Alpha Hour share the link Alpha Hour share the link Alpha Hour share the link what you say na omo bompaye pa ai ni omo ni suwadi hu abam kama amomo se koyi onumunyamfo Alhaji Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia na wase bedi party ni bio nti omo de omo ni nsem mbeka na 2028 Yanko 19 sema yewra Mustafa Bandi editu edwa. Ekoba adaka bia no ye beto aso e wo platform we eso.
101.7.
Mustafa Bandi, Deputy General Secretary, NDC. Oko mampeni atina yenso so a oye Deputy Operations Director. Yane ne monkomo anopai. Mustafa Machen.
Meju so over.
Na boko de.
Oh, ready I am.
Feeling it is fiti anano memre dan bezi anopai.
Yeah.
MPP feeling no.
Oh. E beda nyame ase. At least and ready I see the mum. I feel na poison baba enim, but I think President Mahama and from manage baby and Tiama will be adrenaline. I calm. Yeah, who show down. But what is important is Nra Saturday omko kuyi flag bearer. Maybe after 2024 December election. My concern is munyina mu ye nsuo mu ma mutu nsuo mu ana mu ni odware yiye na se obi fi mu a untimi hu sade onim ajare se omko opposition no munyina beye former officers du hu de wodi kwadu ebo ni yiye mana yiye but nyame adawo man na ka say omo asan ko yi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as flag bearer. Ana nyame adaroma. Yedi echiri edi aso ni yeni ehu de nanado ebe ka no platform ko. Ni nyina ne say President Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia ene President Akufo-Addo Oma Bobrayi pap. In fact, we Mama Rebecca Freewa, President Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia, one of the most competent trainees, loyal accomplices. In fact, a friend of President Akufo-Addo and his vice president for 8 years. Another 8 years as running mate. And we MPP will be one another extra and now. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and ane was also a MPP leader. So here, let me say, Nanado repackage na ya ka ho asep no eno na asan so asate this year.
Now Mustafa, I were you surprised the outcome? Nano memne dano.
Dabi. The only thing that would have surprised us, let's say, thank MPP executive Eddie Woman see from thank Womu Ye Wajumaya. Now in war. Abaimu, Abaino, Subanya, Wadan a dear. Nanka and Sessa Danado Bassa program, maybe. 2. Near the some man a crime crab and a casa. 3. Na enkense se wo mbepene so ama nanado minister bia contest this election no
adendra
anya mo na fa party din anya wo mo na yetena ha o maboman eni eja wo mo asan so akori package wo mo ho ena o maba so we knew that there was nothing different and 2 nanado a osa ba o no confirms say he still have appetite for the policies of Ghana. Kese unrepentant and 2 who say would be Ghana Bonibia. And to wa Nanado 8 years adiwa bro. Who say na we hunwa who Bawumia. The situation is fixed. Who are Bubu Bank? Who say Nanado na hunwa Bawumia and a wuhunu. This is the first time in the history of this country aban bi atena aban mu ana political party bi atena aban mu 8 years womo banso you say we will protect the public purse ye be wi asie do ne yes ye pa America fuacho so womo fa ye finance minister mra na boni a ye fi se si nyina ono da no no amna metoto na no public purse no mo wia na nado e de anim baumia e hwemfinfin na 2 is it now na baumia sabe lectures anase oba no in another form slogan no be digitalization anase ebeye fundamentals of the economy. What would Baumia come and say? And answer 1 year in opposition, no? Was uncle school before na? Is that all it is? Up bottom approach reorganization, up bottom approach, a lazy approach, no? Is that the product, the byproduct? Dr. Mahmoud Baumia? I don't know. Is that what the MPP want to have as president? The candidate is not fit for purpose. We all know that this fact has been established. Sir, Baumia's candidature no, has not been groomed to the level that fit for purpose. We all know it. Yebaye, in the last 1 year, even though Obu opposition, I expected Dr. Mahmoud Bamia to organize a lecture, one single one, and say, look, how President Mahama governing Ghana no, is either cosmetic or is natural, is good for the economy, or the fundamentals have been strengthened. Bamia ding digitalization, yebaye, who's a hawks. So the question is it a new Baumia or the old one that we know? Number 3, there is no record in this country, sir. A sitting vice president has a record that ultra and throw publicly and answer what can be 1, 2, 3. Uko find out the intro. And the intro no so kran o din konkwansa bi na o se maye we awanya. So is it President Mahmoud Baumia o free wale a ono ana kwan ne kwan a e free wale ko boga a wo mo de $32 million e de ama Indian contractor we dia wanya. Is it the same man the MPP want to make?
Mustafa we ya wo kan say no dia wo kan ina no say Ghana for enim sam dia, then one can say any delegate into so enim. And still, or makwa to aba ede amano. Only ni said they know what we don't know.
Oh, sir. So call and if refu fear, you way any back. And not tell mokwan. But whether or not it will attract the ordinary Ghanaians, whether or not it will attract all MPP other members, sympathizers. It's another matter. Na one yama, one kafa, one ye nim. See a boss at the by a time, I bobo you near real let you know. Near one kafa doctrinal contest. See a internal contest. To see how the ammonium tomb. About me, papa. Would they have the credibility to do that? So, oh, you can say, fire the vice president to whom. Now, Nadia, you real primaries. Or no, kunim highest margin. Sadia na yaka na ya papa. Ntimu ni se uzana Jesus Christ. Namuntu Abamano as president. Ebeye Juma na. would they withdraw their words? Sharp paint now, one of the paint Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, can they wash it as a party? In any case, all the things are almost come for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and correct. The only difference is that na ebi wo ho na Ghana for nim and na MPP for no be ka kire Ghana for. So can Bawumia be on the party's ticket? MPP no de be ko begam so mo ton no ana.
Mustafei enkomo akokọ so fiti memere da ne ba nyina se NDC Dr. Alhaji Mamadu Bawumia ba na yemo de pa ne da yemo ne se mo she da use sa Trojan horse strategy ne se mo be opt for akompra ko Kennedy ne Japan na delegate ni de bufu akoto ama Dr. Alhaji Mamadu Bawumia isanse mu se ono de obey woni bibi fufuro bi oba bebeka aside 2024 do okeka ya edikodi second enti onu mom na mo pepa enti ase fidie na musumiye no na MPP fo aba betomu. Is that right?
Enu ntina na do so sheda ekoye no se enam so woni di mpanti yanka so won support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia fe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia win ya no aba begina stage enti omo amu fidie na ache wom but NDC there yene ye ba fi be yejuma na Ghana fo be hwe yejuma so yejuma pe yejuma pa ana yejuma bone e de ato abama ye. It's a choice whether the NDC want to be in power in 2028 or the NDC want to be in opposition. It doesn't depend on the MPP. Because clearly, I don't know, the NPP is not in the equation of political balance. Meaning, 1 year, by the time when MPP be one national executive election, they will go back for Congress to re-elect a new flag bearer.
Hey!
Take it from me.
How?
Because one more analysis year. First, that top-bottom approach are almost 30 years now. And we don't know it in our political space. Two, it's not right. You have used illegal members to elect a fresh flag bearer. It's not done. Number three.
Illegal members in the one.
Party Biano, there will be a friend election cycle. Every 4 years preparation because the national election defines the reorganization of every political party. So every 4 years every political party renews the mandate of its electoral college. NDC your electoral college, MPP one more electoral college. Two, MPP electoral college is widened up, but you have to be a member in good standing to be able to elect an executive to vote and to also vote to elect a flag bearer if you fall within the equation of the electoral college. As we speak, the 4 year cycle, members of the MPP have not been tested whether they are in good standing or not. Number two, they needed to have elected or endorsed or acclaimed one members as eligible to vote in order to vote for a flag bearer. That is the problem with the practice they have done. And number two, the second concept is that party BI lose election. It goes into hibernation and disorganization. And it requires time. It requires strategy. It takes the reorganization process to be able to reposition the party. And when you have gone through the exercise from branch, constituency, region to national, automatically the dynamics changes because it's somewhat likely to rejuvenate your membership, your electoral college. When that happens, the indicators becomes different. The dynamics becomes different. In the MPP for you, By 1 year time, no who's on party, no, the members are ready, but the candidate is a bad choice. I'm telling you. By 1 year time, we are national officers, we branch, we constituency, we national, no, woman who say, oh, what said ye? A young and I say, a members, young Juma, to see Yaba, Yabe Juma. But candidate now, a bad choice. Because there's no way Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can suddenly become a choice by the people of Ghana to be president. On top of Nanado's legacy, on top of the fraudulency, on top of the mismanagement, and how unstrategic they could be. Some of you no matter of Nanado about better stage. And he has started the things he did before again. I have thought, my fear now was that MPP should have won itself away from Nanado. Then I would have been afraid.
Mustafa, Woka Mampeni Dada Nanado DA. Once I was former president. Now, Ofra Manyuko MPP, they certainly say, well, Mabo Jobi say no. That's what Ghana Hankwa, they say it will not be right. Say, obeying away from.
Yes, we don't reward Obiri Boahen Bonnet. His MPP was a very strong political party. Nanado was a candidate for suspension.
Hey, I didn't.
Yeah, see, MPP for them kurum kura no much mutiase. Because any MPP for na omoni je e kwanya Nanado di party no. Ena almost story see say obo amamuo mu kro no a this is MPP na Frank territory. So obo wo mu a omde amamuo be ya adwae a Nanado territory MPP territory. Uka wo mu a omde wo mabusiafo ebebu wo manyi eye yebukata Nanado di enim MPP territory. But that wasn't the story of the MPP. We all know that. Number 3, Uka Obia, Ofri Konyasono, Wamo party near Tetia Pansam, Audi Musobia, any year. It's Nanado. Obat Tracy, one name Sabin Kokoya Ombai, and a Mrantia Wombeka Honso, a book on Jetri. And woman bri eneska sika no kwa wo mu wi aye no ko mu di bua won party for no ankebo eniema wo mu fa no aban mu o mu de bua party for ankebo MPP abreso so obi ka so wo bua party ni agi so ogbumra so we yesem training kwa ko school akwa enim na ka sa odom MPP kwa no wujane because eyenim guasie ni nyina na nado na kofa bai Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, it would have been expected, sir, if Bawumia didn't endorse a Nema President Akufo-Addo, he would have resigned as a vice president. To show, sir, a Nema Nanado Yano, President Nanado Yano, with respect, then the ministers Yano. Or no, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia doesn't endorse it, that it didn't form part of the ideals of the MPP. That too, it didn't form part of the objectives of the MPP coming into power. But what did he do? He participated in it. He's a soul, he's a beneficiary of everything that happened under President Akufo-Addo. In fact, he is the heir apparent and have actually inherited the legacy of President Akufo-Addo.
And to
as we speak, how is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia going to convince people, sir, they took a decision together to construct a national cathedral on Fahuyeska. How is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia going to convince Ghanaians? Sir, he and Nanado took a decision. Sir, Yankosi Dam, Yankosi factories, Yampeno, one district, one factory. Omudi Huska, Omanya Hujma. How are they going to explain, sir, Yaba, Yatra economic management team take decision say Yenko collapse banks in the name of banking sector cleanup only to benefit Ken Ofori-Atta. How would they explain to the people of Ghana say President Akufo-Addo they took a decision in the appointment committee that Yemfa Nana Dunia any finance minister eminent conflict of interest, and it is actually conflict of interest. As if that is not enough, the man was empowered to steal our money, and he did indeed stole our money. And how are they going to explain that to the people of Ghana? How is Dr. Bamun Bamia going to do that? How are they going to explain, say, COVID. The way to deal with COVID was to woman your haircut. Ya papa nom ya maame nom pensioners a won asom Ghana. Ati won ba bia nya won sika kakra a won de to bank. So oyare a onye bi hwe no ho no. Yenye sika no. Ye wie nso a ya chedi na nkokora nam krum. How would they explain that to the number of people who have died as a result of this? So clearly, maybe 1 year, the MPP will be going for another Congress, because clearly this is a weak card, this is an obsolete card, because it has collapsed. Baumia's candidature has collapsed, and they've not purged themselves away from the legacy about a good economy, that the MPP is known for that his 8 years being in power as president was anything to write home about. A peace, omefa, abutoyim, omefa asetina pabi enshira empamra Ghana force. But again, once President Mahama is president, the focus, the forthrightness is very specific to growth and development, irrespective of who you are. And Nempo MPP for Timiko Congress, na boni BNC. It's good governance. 2, young party for no are going to help the president to succeed. We must succeed, because that is what we told the people of Ghana. And I am happy, sir. The small group of people, young men, Omanko Hale, Omanko Eyi, Deputy Minister of Finance, Abaye Minister of Finance, Ken, one of whom only banks for years. Look at what we got. And then Ubo economic management team no move on it. Said they were not part of it. Attached Betran, radio so and say, announce a story say, Dr. Baumia didn't endorse what President Akufo-Addo was doing. He forgot, say, or no Atachano was a cabinet minister. So we will not relent on our plight, our course, and our quest to see, say, there is stability in this country, there's peace in this country, there's growth in this country, and that every Ghanaian should feel that a government is formed because of the people of Ghana. Under MPP, their government was formed because of Yenianuma Umfirichebi. Nanadu Fiho. And Yaja without control, and woman dibonnie. The MPP endorsed that thing. We will learn from that and will not make that mistake. See the discipline of President Mahama. Look at his focus as president. And then never be any year. And then never be any betting iron year because I am rare. But offer. Yes, what time I be annoying then one man mean Tisa Adinasita.
What time go do in America?
What time President Mahama cry? What to me who say? But be a adiane corner. A sumje any puntuna NDC for the President Mahama Edianim. Can you say that about MP? Into young concord that Ghana ye in an be after election the election baba. Ye be who be other 10. But we are determined, sir. Near Kaya see a bayan. Yabaya, I'm a Ghana for what home. President Mahama gave one promise that he will be transparent with the people of Ghana all throughout. That if it is good, he will say it's good as leader of the president. If it is not good, he will say it is not good as leader of this country. And he's championing that agenda. And we will not use the MPP as a yardstick to determine that we are focused, we have our clear KPIs, we have our achievables, and it is ongoing, it is going on. The people of Ghana are happy, and that is what we will continue to do. MPP for that, so per se, because their record is unprecedented. And his modesty, his humility, his sincerity, and his forthrightness. And that is what the party is supporting President Mahama to do.
Mustafa, minim say that debate you follow kakra. Say dear Bakwa delegate no edu o attention course so ma a reason why they voted for Dr. Laj Mamadou Bawumia 2028 then you present a fresh new face on the ballot paper, whereas Dr. Laj Mamadou Bawumia is appearing the second time. And in the Makokwa electorate no hoping say basic your victory ne de ama wo modi we aka dia wo keke hu a ba wo ba no embom
who for assemblyman kura be contest election or credibility saying the woman ko elect.
Oh,
the credibility is poor performance, bad performance, and insincerity. What is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's credibility politically? Put it out. Let's debate it. Let the MPP come on board. Let's debate it. Let them come on board. The man who says that when the fundamentals are weak, the man who organized lectures, the man who took credit for digitalization yet running away from corruption, the man who inherited all the legacies and good policies of President Akufo-Addo, yet when it comes to failure of same, he says he is not responsible for it as vice president. Hey, my brother. Number two, MPP in Kababia said we are presenting a fresh candidate or not. NDC, Yankan Babia said we are going to present a fresh candidate or not.
Na yeza beba.
Anyasa beba edru wa yenyen dru hoye.
Hey,
we have a mandate to deliver. We have a country to build. We have at least 3 years to govern this country. And after we have done that, it will show us clearly where the NDC stands, what strategies we should foster, what measures we should put in place for Ghanaians to reward us again and give us another mandate. We are not there yet. Now we are going to do branch election, as the convention knows. So we are inviting everybody from any part of this country, from any tribe, from any religion, from any ethnicity, who is educated, who is not educated, who is a business person or a business person, to join the NDC, because in the NDC there's future for everyone. In the NDC, we are Muslim, we are Christian, we are Central region, and we are Western region. So, we are no S1. That is the NDC's culture. And then we have demonstrated, say, even by data, all educated young men and women, students, graduates, see reason why they should be attracted to the NDC, because there's free speech in the NDC, there's intellectual activity in the NDC. You can see visibly say Nehemiah are informed by intellectuality. It's not exuberance and motive backed by individualism. And no NDC uba na one sure ebia na de wan bi, but extra one is a party dum fian na kodi di bebia, you will go there na ye. And now you can say you prepare for your branch election, you prepare for your constituency election, your regional election, na your national election. You are me sinkunya na ya assess your home. I accept the Edina. Say why na de ne kwa obetimi win election na mayen. Our elections is not backed by businessmen and who is rich and who is not rich. Our elections of a flag bearer no, is determined by the party's convention and its old tradition. So we are not there. And the MPP cannot make us have that conversation. All we are doing now is to help President Mahama and the ministers no, to deliver. Deliver you here, party ni your reorganization. You better trans in Kunya, now you take stock. And to this conversation of fresh candidate, no fresh candidate, it is not the MDC's objective at all.
All right. With a better than open away there to Wukui.
Yamisha,
Manko. Say we there amanyoko amu my mu NDC ni MPP mo den da mo hunti ba kwasem ye ba nyon kwasem ma mi sha kakra say oye wo kan party amako election mu akoyi flag bearer ni executives pen bibisa say eye na say mo kwa abato mu say ya ensem o ya na mo keka fa mo ho titru ni candidate no wo machitafo nsema mom to mane wo mo ho no se mu wie se yi a na mo call for unity and kabom to forge ahead for the biggest ambition no a wo wie MPP die yi a especially this one said they na anu ehye no en kabom a wo mo frɛ no wo feasible
sabio na enye se anu na ehye but it just showed say mpejifo ni party no. The weakness of the party is what created the indiscipline, the disorder. Because in the NDC, that cannot happen. Obia was qualified to become a presidential candidate of the party and Sopano Ewabedem. It won't happen in the NDC. It won't. It will not. What happened is disorder, indiscipline, disregard to party principles and comradeship. They call it patriotism. It's dismissive. And yet, idea is also. Now, the overcome yet you. And let me tell the MPP, look, you download every single video, every single comment, every single article. Matro asa woman na woman. Yabe chronicle. Now say ya de akọ constituency to constituency. Na ya tre Ghana for de woman kafa woman ho. De woman kafa Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ho. We will play it. Ube hu say NPP ni na eka enye NDC din. Ni ye hu say eno no ya de kwa abatwa. Ana eno no se beti ama obi aye president. So for us, we take solace and into the NDC need say we have to be measured. We have to be decorous. No matter how provoked you are, remember that you are a member of a party. No matter how unhappy you are with somebody, remember that we are family and we have various ways to resolve our conflicts other than using the public. Our area, there's a reason why our area can Belgium. Because who can Belgium 1 year another than a did attempt ama chirema. If you answer for fear, or me can say yan supaya who Belgium. But because an answer for Kakra or more MPT now Dantino and will be a free for all, will be a Kakadiope. And you think these people should regroup to say that give them power to manage this country, and you give them for what? Ghana no care says Sabi. This country should be handed over to these people. I mean, this kind of people. It's disgusting. It's this, and I be American in propaganda be an answer Mustafa Nwaka BBDP. We have videos of what they've said about themselves. those who are sleeping with other people's wives, those who are sleeping with other people's girlfriends, and you say all of this. I mean, what kind of, if you are trained properly from home and you join a political party that has discipline and forthright executive with elders, will you go to the public to say a thing like that about your party member and still expect that you should be invited to the table of men, a table of dignity, an office of president, the most honorable office of this land? Oh, my brother, please. Ghana is a serious business.
Who's a better than a pay? Now, my maybe a microphone to so chow.
My brother, chose here.
Hey, sir.
My dear, can I say our race and the Ankano Bejamu?
It's a pepe. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
All right, so Mustafa Bandin, the Identity Komono. Mustafa, Deputy General Secretary, the ruling party NDC. Okoman Peniatina ye, or ye Deputy Director Operations.
Yo, whoa, that is it. And then my bottle from Endra, I have Finance Minister Kasai, ABC, and then Friday. In fact, I am down because me, Madika catches me papa, me mammy, on why you queer, on what do kuku pada, but Bibinti, they are no more doing it again. Madukuku na omudi yenso adukuku me minimi no. In fact, madukuku pa nkwarabremu na me dukuku ya kukuku tie nya agusem ndo na me share me experience kuku tie obeti na efiri o sesa na efiri soro bebu trimu he na ebu mu eya utie ya asosa ebetwawo na wate awie no na wasesa e de akogu baabi efre honum aboye honum na kuku no bebo no enti yuba sise ni nyina kugu honum na wabo no kama na wagya no ho edoso obegya no ho for some time. For those of you who don't know how to produce cocoa, primary producer no, from primary producer in some what I say, how primary producer to see cocoa farmers or handle no. I am teaching you right now, Mitchell. That I say, take this advantage and learn. Now, would you go boy? No, I could pen crop for say, those one, more pen crop for now, more better now. Not the next day, maybe the next day, and I'm almost schedule, but at least it shouldn't be more than 5 days because Otigo on now, ma, and una, and who nabe tuntum. Eno no ba e ba na hye tuntum eno nso e wodwumadi edide nso e ba sai fe na abinchi menim so munim di abinchi eno nso yi a yemfa ka kokopa na ho no nso hata ne separately onkofo mo nso to sa ade no se fi do ka se mega yes matena krase pen yes matena krase ani se fitin ya na e betena camera na nim da bi matena krase pen menim krase live enti mu bo wi a na mogya no ho mabobo ni na makata so kama mutwa brode haban na mogya kata so kama na mogya no ho for at least 6 days to 7 days bonse na ferment ye ferment e be buru wacha se na ye emore na bete more dey na short period na one day kwa utimi ho but we ye about 7 days na buru be kwara ho na ye kokko eno no bi so emu hye vapor e wom no e hye ano adin vapor wouldn't say what make me show. Now oko after 6 days or 7 days no. Now what's the sa you contain that is basket. Now what's the selling na gwana pan. Any contain be bit in the containing no. Now what's sa na mo di coffee say bia village ho no man as kulana so na mo pese mo hata no ya bobibi ya boy di bit sa apata yemfa hwemgu so ye de yatoto so ni yatoto so ye de apa ayi apa aselene asrene ni na brofu di mondie ne dia bia so tokru di dem yenwene ti se yenwene kenteni bi saa wam yedi bambu ena enwene binum di bambu binum so di enem me kira wade o na unwini wia eni ahoma na odi koku na gu so na fede unum e wa na wadandan no unum kakra wakotena se na watwen unum kakra wakotena se watwen unum kakra wakotena se watwen saa about a week se utie ye na wia boma wa acha a week anasi 6 days no na ho kama eno du se wuru ma chike saa bare no kwa no uturu mu na sesere bi wo ma mfimfini no yini na afia nya asenketo abusuafo koku ho adwuma asebe edin machede na mechi koku ho adwuma edin nti ne se o mati koku so a ya rehusem and you hope say things will change because you say enye deliberate from the aban way enye se bi abopaye but eye san enso hwe na aba what you say nti o se chechire koku akuafo no eye chechire mu na ye mo akoma tom yem ni ehu sampa de omoye no government of Ghana we appreciate we Ghanaians we appreciate the hard work nti wo ye ni se wi na se ho a na wasesa akope koku sack na wasesa se ebia wo hwe na koku no bottle no betumi asesa be 3 ya na akogye bottle 3 odi ho anase wo obi a wo be ton koku na mano no na akogye bottle 3 wo ho na wabesesa na odi ni na akwa no se doso a untimi nsoa I'm telling you koku bottle so and you know sack uni koku bottle eso untimi nsoa eno anso wakoto ebi wakope ebia aboboya ene aboboya no modi first no na aboboya mai no do ha yedi moto tricycle ni bi o de to so kakaka sa na de ko okwan ye di a wakope car se taxi se din no wa besise guto na de ko abusia hwe processes we am medi wo for me na se wie ko shell koku shell ye kokari na koku aye diwo no oto ye ka cho se oniska edibema wa wanhwe ya abusia na say you are only source of income ya fomu penyo papa no ma mo fomu pay only source of income wanhwe ya mo bedako na ya enti make say you because I know menim koku adwuma menim sidi koku adwuma sifa enti ndc for mamomfa koku akwafo sika ndwa nanka yeni abre Ghana no na ye campaign se MPP for free so na mombra na mommebo Ghana titire koku akwafo ye ma menim adwatifo eni se bi ema ene nkwada yanka se momfa meye mu hoye and problem na e baaye no Dr. Randy Abi John Mahama ka kire obia se ukwo institution na se problem ho no mani hu Ghana fo nyina hu I don't think so Randy Abi eba monti so ebe ye press conference ka say problem we na e ho no wa meka ene wa zoom sitting because na ofufo no na ene ya sebi problem ya bai na magana fo mu a ye be ka sa anya wa na wa create na me tofun ma na se fun no we call ye odi ye ko na emba na later on wo san be ka chem say fun no de ye kwa emma me ka cho say wo na wa kose na you get it me the phone mo no ho na wa bibia mo say phone bibia ye adwuma but wo de ko na say edi 2 days 3 days na be ka chem say phone na me de ma no me de ye ko odi ye kwa emba ana so di twa picture ma me ka cho say owura wo na wa say no because me de ma no na bibia ejina na nan so ebi na ene akoye koku board no problem ho but bra ndc for by last year no oma me yemu na dia bia me yemu enene edi omunya etabusanfo yenu anu koku akwafo mon kama kuma ntom yemu yenim se bibia ebe ye munji John Mahama ni he is still the hope obebo mo man we afa ntom pa ifra kire wadwen e comment section bidia na mega makao bye bye.